Hello everyone. So this is Nate here, and I'm Giri, and I'm from DCKAP Customer Success Manager, and this is Nate from Econ East. He's the Salesforce Administrator. So why don't you introduce yourself, Nate?
Yeah. Thanks, Giri and Jay, for coming all the way from India today to speak with us. We are really huge fans of DCKAP and all the work we've been doing with you guys for the past year that I've been here and longer. So pretty much I started at AE Global a year ago, and I am the Salesforce Administrator. We've been trying to get our ERP and Salesforce talking with one another over the past year, and we work very closely with one of your teammates, Dave Nanda, who is absolutely amazing. He is our go-to for all things integrations. So we really love working with the integrator, and the platform has been very easy to use. So that's a brief introduction.
That's great to hear about the great positive feedbacks on integrator. Thank you so much, Nate. And regarding the team, yes, Dev Nanda is great, and thanks for the introductions. And what does AE Global does?
Yeah. AE Global is a complete packaging solutions provider. So everything from design and conception all the way through to fulfillment. We help customers kind of bring their packaging designs to life. So we offer kind of two main sides of our business. One is going to be the industrial and stock packaging side of our company. The other is more of a custom kind of solutions-based packaging. So a lot of these products you're seeing behind us are some of the designs that our teams have helped bring to life for brands, stretching all the way from across multiple industries. So things like health and beauty through nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals, food and beverage, you name it, we have worked with the industry. And so we have an in-house design studio that we work with, very talented graphic designers who basically help come up with the design proofs. And those design proofs end up being sourced to multiple vendors across the world. And we help kind of bring our customers a complete packaging solution at a fair price that we can do business with. So that is kind of AE Global in a nutshell. And like I said, I'm the Salesforce admin working to connect our backend ERP with Salesforce.
That's great, right? So it's a great opportunity for us to be partnering with such a big company like AE Global, and definitely it's been a great journey. We've been working for the past close to 1.5 to 2 years, I would say.
Yeah.
It has been an excellent journey altogether. What's your thoughts about the current distribution industry?
I think that the distribution industry is facing some, as every industry has, is facing some technical challenges in terms of modernizing its systems and making sure that each system that it works with is fully integrated. That is just an expectation. A technology landscape these days is that each system is integrated with the next, so that each team at a company has a full view of each customer. And so for us, it's very important that, like I said, we have our sales and customer service teams operating out of Salesforce, and they're seeing the same data sets for each customer that our fulfillment and accounting and finance teams are seeing in our back-end ERP systems. So we use two ERP systems here. One is Distribution One from Advantive, and the other is NetSuite. And so we have been basically starting our journey with DCKAP with fully integrating Salesforce and Distribution One and doing an FTP kind of call from NetSuite. And so that's kind of what we've accomplished so far with the integrator. And like I said, the platform has been really easy for someone like me who is a admin to get used to and to be able to operate in alongside our DCKAP team and the developer, Dave.
So do you do both B2B and B2C?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So traditionally we have been completely B2B focused. And that is what our business is comprised of. However, as we have brought online our e-commerce capability, we are starting to see a little bit more of a B2C capability that is enabled by that e-commerce store. So we have an e-commerce platform that sits on top of our ERP system, and the challenge with that has been being able to make sure that each time a customer visits that online platform, they're seeing the same pricing that our team would see in our backend system and that our team sees in Salesforce. So being able to connect those three has been a challenge, but we know that that's a key unlock to being able to reach a lot more of a customer base that is more B2C focused instead of B2B.
And before coming to DCKAP Integrator, so how was these integration activities carried out, and how are you managing the business data integrations?
It was non-existent before we were introduced to the integrator. So of course our systems were not talking to each other. And that was pretty much the state of play whenever I joined AE Global. We were still just working to get our first kind of integration built between Salesforce and the integrator. And so now, like I said, we have fully built out that integration between Salesforce and our backend ERP system with the integrator in the middle. And like I said, I think the key unlock for us is having the support of the DCKAP team every step of the way, where we don't have to be integration experts on our own. We can rely on the knowledge of DCKAP to bring us that full integration between the two systems.
And what are the features you like the most in Integrator? From day-to-day usage, you would have come across a lot of features, right? So what's the first thing that comes to your mind and which you are really liking?
As the admin, the first thing that comes to mind for me is that you guys have a really strong error handling system within the platform. So anytime that there's an error with our sync, you're quick to send me an email so that I know to go and check our workflow and make sure that whatever caused a failure in a sync, I can take control of at that moment. And then I like that it's easily visualized. So the dashboard kind of layout of the integrator is very easy to follow. You're able to see exactly what syncs are in progress, what syncs have failed, and take action right there in the platform. And so, like I said, it really allows someone who is not an API expert or someone who is not used to JSON or things like that to be able to really get hands-on with the integration and be supported by the DCKAP team at the same time.
Okay, so how do you think your integration needs will evolve, and how are you looking to use Integrator more in your business?
That's a great question. So as we continue to get deeper with our existing integration, like I mentioned, between Salesforce and our ERP system, new needs come up literally every day. So we have a great kind of business development partner here at the company. His name's Patrick, and Patrick is really a visionary. He is responsible for finding DCKAP in the first place and starting our relationship, but also bringing online new needs that come up. So one of those is going to be integrating our ERP system with a tool called GeoTab.
And we are also about to do the ChatGPT integration. So
yes.
You want to say a few words about that?
Yes. So we are very excited to work with DCKAP to see how we can integrate ChatGPT into our CRM and kind of in a data enrichment capacity. So we want to be able to allow our users to just worry about putting in very basic details on a customer record and see that a integration with ChatGPT enriches that record with everything that it finds across the web. So maybe that is things like addresses, contact details, description of the company, anything along those lines that help to enrich our data. We would rely on that integration with ChatGPT, and DCKAP has been kind of pushing us towards that goal, and we're glad to move forward with that because data integrity is everything.
Awesome, Nate.